Married with Children will not be seen tonight, but returns next week at this time. Please stay tuned for Woman on the Run, the Laurencia Bembenek story, global special two-part miniseries coming up next.
Connection to the people of Ontario. When I lived in Thunder Bay, many Canadians stood up for me. They believed in me and fought to help.
Tatum O'Neal stars in Woman on the Run, the Laurencia Bembenek story, a two-part miniseries, next on Global. Monday on the next Ready or Not.
So here's your big chance. Ask Justin. Oh, I don't know. Relax.
When tragedy strikes.
Right now? Before?
Busy and Amanda are forced to make some painful decisions.
Oh my God, I'll be right there. Busy, what's wrong? What happened? I don't know. It's my mother. Everything's better now.
Ready or Not, Global's got it Monday at 8.
Public sector unions meet to discuss social contract strategy, and a revolutionary operation may save a baby's life in Los Angeles. Those stories and more at 11 on The World Tonight.
Join the party.
Let's not stop until we reach the victory party.
It's Last Call at Skydome, the final episode of Cheers on the Jumbotron, plus a Cheers retrospective and the season finale of Seinfeld. Join what could be the largest crowd ever to watch a live TV show. Thursday, May 20th, the gates open at 7 p.m., so get there early. Admission is absolutely free. But please, bring a donation for the food bank. For details, read TV Guide, listen to Mix 99.9, and watch Global Cheers Last Call Party, Thursday, May 20th at Skydome. Saturday, May 22nd on Global. Catch all the action from the Molson Export Supercross. Watch for Rollerball, Ross Peterson, and Carl Viancourt as they lead a strong Canadian contingent against the American Invaders, led by last year's runner-up Mike Jones. And don't miss the monster trucks. Last year's champion Excalibur is back, and so too is Playing for Keeps, who 2 years ago decided he wanted a better seat to see the action. Join us for all the excitement Saturday, May 22nd at 3:30 for the Molson Export Supercross. Global's got it. Fridays at 9 on Global Television.
I'm Al Waxman, and this is Missing Treasures, the search for our lost children. Our purpose at Missing Treasures is to bring to your attention cases of children who have been abducted, have run away, or who, like Lyndon Fuller, have disappeared.
Have you seen any of these missing treasures? Join host Al Waxman.
With your help, we hope to find our lost children.
Global's got Missing Treasures, Fridays at 9.
Tirade against the deal. Ray held nothing back today.
Change is fast becoming the buzzword for business in the 90s and traditionally...
The World Tonight with Jane Gilbert and Peter Kent, Ontario's only choice with the news you need at 11. Thursday, a television night to remember.
Let's not stop until we reach the victory party.
After 11 seasons, 26 Emmys, Cheers serves up a last round of laughs.
Going for what? I missed the step.
At 9, host Bob Costas looks back on classic Cheers moments with surprise guests and barstool tributes.
Hi, everybody.
Then, Shelley Long rejoins the Cheers family one more time.
Take me. Now.
In the must-see final episode, Last Call at Cheers, Global's got it after Seinfeld season finale, Thursday, starting at 8.
A California baby undergoes a revolutionary operation, and Michigan suicide doctor is present for another death. Those stories and more at 11 on The World Tonight.
I'm scared, Mom.
Tomorrow on the conclusion of Woman on the Run.
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Welcome to purgatory.
So you lied in court?
Yeah, sure.
You want to spend another 10 years in here?
You're talking about escaping from a state prison.
What's your business in Canada?
Mama, I don't know.
Someday Canada will in turn try to save me.
The Thunder Bay Police. Now, who are you?
The dramatic conclusion. Woman on the Run. The Laurencia Bembenek story. Tomorrow at 9 on Global. Regularly scheduled programming will not be seen tonight. Please stay tuned for the conclusion of Woman on the Run, Global's movie special, next. Next.
Scared, Mom.
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
You're talking about escaping from a state prison.
The Thunder Bay Police. Now, who are you?
The conclusion of Woman on the Run, the Laurencia Bembenek story, next on Global. Saturday, May 22nd on Global. Catch all the action from the Molson Export Supercross. Watch for Rollerball Ross Peterson and Carl Viancourt as they lead a strong Canadian contingent against the American Invaders, led by last year's runner-up Mike Jones. And don't miss the monster trucks. Last year's champion Excalibur is back, and so too is Playing for Keeps, who 2 years ago decided he wanted a better seat to see the action. Join us for all the excitement Saturday, May 22nd at 3:30 for the Molson Export Supercross. Global's got it.
The Toronto area mayor is charged with municipal corruption, and the West weighs its options after the Bosnia vote. Details at 11 on The World Tonight.
Thursday, a television night to remember.
Let's not stop until we reach the victory party!
After 11 seasons, 26 Emmys, Cheers serves up a last round of laughs.
Going for what? I missed a step.
At 9, host Bob Costas looks back on classic Cheers moments with surprise guests and barstool tributes.
Hi, everybody.
Then, Shelley Long rejoins the Cheers family one more time.
Take me. No.
In the must-see final episode, Last Call at Cheers, Global's got it after Seinfeld season finale Thursday, starting at 8. Fridays at 9 on Global Television.
I'm Al Waxman, and this is Missing Treasures, the search for our lost children. Our purpose at Missing Treasures is to bring to your attention cases of children who have been abducted, have run away, or who, like Lyndon Fuller, have disappeared.
Have you seen any of these missing treasures? Join host Al Waxman.
Your help, we hope to find our lost children.
Global's got Missing Treasures Fridays at 9.
Corruption charges against the mayor of Newmarket, Ontario, and looking to the future as Algonquin Park turns 100. Those stories at 11 on The World Tonight. In The World Tonight, another Ontario municipal official charged with corruption. Last week, a sniper's target, a Canadian peacekeeper, arrives home. And a century for Ontario's wilderness reserve, Algonquin.
The World Tonight with Peter Kent and Jane Gilbert.
Good evening. The mayor of Newmarket says he will plead innocent and remain in office.
Raymond Twinney and 2 members of his family were charged today in connection with an alleged municipal corruption scandal. As our crime specialist, Sue Scambatti, reports, Twinney is the latest in a series of civic politicians coming under the scrutiny of a major police investigation.
Newmarket Mayor Raymond Twinney faces charges of accepting a secret commission and breach of trust. In a written statement, Twinney said, "I have cooperated fully with all law enforcement agencies. Indeed, I have encouraged the very investigation which has led to these charges. I shall be pleading not guilty." Twinney's wife Thelma and his son Douglas are also charged with accepting a secret commission. They too will plead not guilty. Toronto developer Alberto Decuto is charged with breach of trust and offering a secret commission.
Well, Mr. Decuto is not going to say anything at this time other than to say that he absolutely denies any wrongdoing in relation to his dealings with Mr. Twinney or anybody else in the Twinney family.
Sources say the investigation centered on the old Davis Tannery shopping mall, which was built by Decuto and now houses the Newmarket municipal offices. The charges relate to alleged kickbacks from a restaurant in the mall in which Twinney had invested. There was also a boat cruise in the Azores the Twinneys allegedly took with Decuto and the President of Portugal. The charges were laid by Project 80, a joint forces task force probing alleged municipal corruption.
Is there an amount of money that was alleged to have changed hands?
In total, there's monies more or less with respect to benefits received. That's all I can tell you right now.
Twinney has been mayor of Newmarket for the past 14 years. He is also vice chair of the York Region Police Services Board. He says he won't resign as mayor as long as his council supports him.
I have to say that they feel very strongly that the mayor has always done what's in the best interest of the municipality. He's done an excellent job as the CAO of Newmarket, and certainly I personally will be supporting him and hope that he will remain in both those positions.
Twinney is the second politician to be charged in the past week. Last Thursday, Halton Regional Chairman Peter Pomeroy, his wife Pat Crimmins, and 2 others were charged after a 2-year investigation into land dealings. Mayor Twinney, his wife, son, and developer DeCudo will appear in court on June 24th. Since Project 80 began more than 2 years ago, a total of 8 former and present civic officials have been charged, and police say the investigation isn't over yet. Sue Scambatti, Global News, Newmarket.
From Ottawa today comes word that a parliamentary committee will recommend a full inquiry into the handling of the country's blood supply. The Commons Subcommittee on Health wants to know how hemophiliacs became infected with the AIDS virus during the early 80s. But the Red Cross isn't going out of its way to help. Our Quebec correspondent André Ducharme reports.
The Canadian Red Cross started testing blood for the AIDS virus in November 1985, 8 months after the United States. And too late for more than 1,000 Canadians who had already contracted the virus through transfusions. Many of them hemophiliacs who depended on factor VIII, a plasma-based coagulant. All the agencies involved at the time have said they were not to blame.
That's why we want the inquiry. That's why we want that accountability and clear lines of responsibility identified for the future so that we don't see this, the ball being passed from one organization to the other.
The Commons Subcommittee on Health Issues is recommending a public inquiry into the operation of the blood system. This committee member refused to discuss the report. He did, however, say he would like further inquiry into the speed at which the Red Cross reacted.
From my point of view, as an individual member of Parliament, I would like a further look into that issue. Was it fast enough?
In a statement, the Canadian Red Cross said it did not believe that events of the past should be examined. The Red Cross will wait until the report is tabled next week before making any further comment.
Hundreds of Canadians have contracted HIV through contaminated blood. While the federal government has given them some financial compensation, the provinces are dragging their feet. Only Nova Scotia recently announced it would provide additional money.
Something went wrong. These individuals trusted, put their faith in a system, and the system let them down. And in doing that, their families are watching them die. They want to die in dignity.
The Commons Subcommittee does call for more compensation from Ottawa and the provinces. Meanwhile, people infected with the AIDS virus cannot wait much longer. André Ducharme, Global News, Montreal.
Bosnian Serbs were said to be delirious with defiance today after it was confirmed that the United Nations-sponsored peace plan was rejected in a weekend referendum.